Hey guys, so today I'm starting a new series called Ask Grazy. Now I've asked you guys on my community post to send any concerns, any problems that you have in your life, and I'm going to be reading them here on this video, giving my little bit of 2 cents, my advice, and asking the viewers, you guys, any positive messages, any advices that you guys have for our concerners today that has been submitted. Now remember you guys, if you guys do have any concerns or problems, you guys can email me down right here. So today's keywords of the stories we have is my boyfriend cut me off after a baby. Then we have being dark-skinned in Korea.
Falling in love for a happy guy.
Just before we get started, I have to say I love my lip color today. I've got the new 3CE Velvet Lipstick. It's my favorite lipstick. It is the perfect nude pink color. And just to get into the holiday mood, I have a new earring to show you guys. This is an amazing like sapphire. I love this and I'm wearing green for the holidays. So let's get into the mood. So let's go to the first story. My boyfriend cut me off after a baby. Now this was submitted by an anonymous. I met this guy on Instagram. He was from a different country. We met in Poland because he came here. A month later, I am pregos. When he learns about it, he decides to cut me off. What? Month later, he's like, okay, so I can love the mother of my child, and we continue discussing the name and if and when he will come see him. Oh, okay, so you had a baby boy. Congrats. Son is born, he decides to distance himself from us. He said he will come maybe this year or next, but he will definitely come. When my son is 3 months old, he tells me to find someone else because he might get a girlfriend in the future. Oh my god, first of all, how old is this guy? Before that, he used to tell me he is busy with becoming famous, Instagram famous. So my son is 5 months old now, and me and his dad hasn't been talking. He hates me, I think. I know that I need to forget about him and move on, but honestly, what should I do? A little bit details about her. She says she's 28 and he is 20. I knew it. I knew he would be like super young. And how did you find this person on Instagram? She says he made a viral Instagram video and I saw his profile on 9gag.com and then DM'd him. And he replied, we've been talking for 6 months before we met. Now, did you see this person while you were carrying the baby for 9 months? And she says, I haven't seen him in person. I just video called him. So she hasn't even seen him in the 9 month that she was carrying the baby. And how does her parents feel about the situation? She says, my parents don't know the whole story. They think he found that I am pregos when I was in 8 months. They think he is a nice person and they want my sons to know him one day. First of all, if it was like my Asian parents, like there's no chill in Asian parents, first of all, so. And the identity of this boyfriend, of course, we cannot reveal him, but she says that his job, I guess, is to make viral Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok videos. And she did send me a picture of them together just so that this story is real. And I have to say, first of all, I'm just gonna call you B just for the video. B, you're beautiful, you're so young, and I'm so sorry that you're going through something like this. And the guy, you could tell he's very young as well. And I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these cases that when you guys meet someone and you guys do have a child without knowing each other, things are going to go a little bit south just because you didn't know this person, you don't know their personality, you don't know what they're like when you're living together. You know, that's why it is important to meet someone and really get to know them before you do start a family. But I'm sure this was unexpected. Best advice as a third person I can give is honestly is to seek help from adults like your parents and or someone that you're close to that are really like adults. I feel like you are still young to go through something like this, and I do think that it is very important to at least keep in contact with your baby's father, just because first of all, he should have some kind of responsibility. Like if he doesn't want to take care of the baby, you know, that is what it is. You can't really control him, especially because he's in another country. But I do think at least like child support, at least sending a little bit of money that he makes, he should be at least sending a little bit of what he makes, rather that is $30, $50 a month. Like start from there and then let his responsibility grow over the years as he gets older and he gets a job. So that would be my best suggestion, to have your parents or some adult talk to his parents or talk to him personally about some kind of responsibilities, at least keeping in touch, at least coming a couple months just to take care of the child if he doesn't want to stay with you in a relationship. Therefore, I think if you do go too hard on him, it will cause a chaos, a destruction of the whole relationship itself. But at the same time, if you're too light on him, he will never grow up. He will never understand the responsibilities. I'm sure he has his own parents, someone that he has a guidance to, so it is very important to at least let them know and take care of the situation. But at the end of the day, honestly, as a female, as you be, I feel so proud of you that you've done this, like the 9 months, and like now your son is 5 months. You've done this like a year and a half, almost 2 years without a man by your side. You're doing this alone. You are so strong, and I don't know how you did it. I think you deserve a man that is better. So I think emotionally, relationship wise, move on from this guy. Bring someone that will really help you out in your life, someone that will be really beneficial to you. Maybe someone that is around your age, a little bit older, because someone that is 20 and too young, they will not understand the responsibilities. So B, thank you so much for submitting, and I really wish you luck, and let us know any updates. So our second submission is by Ramya. I am someone who loves culture, and I tend to immerse myself deeply so that I can better understand the people around me. I can guarantee that I am someone who does not pay attention to skin color. Good. It is generally not what I notice when I first meet someone. The issue is that other people don't see it the way they deal with me. I moved to South Korea in order to continue pursue my dreams to teach abroad. Before arriving here, I had an inkling that South Korea isn't very fond with people that are dark skinned, but I never knew that it can stop traffic so that people can stare at you because of your skin color. I had ajumas come up to me and ask me about why my skin is black. I changed job twice, and each time it's been the same issue of people having problems with my skin color. Oh my god. I'm feeling totally disheartened. Did I come to the wrong country? Should I just ignore these people and continue pursuing my dreams regardless of the behavior? All this has taken a toll on my mental health because every now and then I find myself looking at myself in the mirror through their lenscope. Now I worry no matter where I go, this will continue. What should I do? So first of all, Ramya, anyone that is foreigner to South Korea, thank you for coming and teaching English and loving our culture. I did hear a lot of similar cases where a lot of people, especially people with darker skin tone, come to South Korea and they have to deal with these kind of problems. I've had a lot of friends tell me that, you know, taxi drivers wouldn't stop to service them. There's actually a famous comedian in South Korea, and he was talking about when he was in the subways, people would make fun of him and no one would stand up to him, and honestly, like, that really shocked me. Not to give an excuse saying that this was right in any way. So let's talk about ajumas, someone who is an older lady, someone who is ajashi, who is an older man, 할아버지, 할머니's, grandmas and grandpas. If you see from their perspective, you know, they've been living in a country just Asians. Like, literally, you've been seeing Asians all your life, and then all of a sudden someone that looks different than you, whether that's a skin tone, whether that's a race thing. Now that could be either two things. That could be positive oh my god or a negative oh my god. Now this person actually might not be saying it in a negative way. Of course it might come negative to you because, you know, as someone that speaks English in Western countries, we're more familiar with like different races, especially if you grew up in the States. So honestly, I believe a lot of the cases are actually out of curiosity. Also, the younger generations, we have Instagram, we have internet, we see a lot of things, a lot of informations. But for some people that is older generations, they do have smartphones, but all they do is watch the news. They're not on Instagram. They're not watching Netflix with all different kind of races on the TVs or movies, especially like in the States. If you ask why your skin is dark, like, literally, that is rude. But, you know, to a South Korean one-race country, that might be just out of curiosity. Now, of course, there are other cases where people are saying it out of literally racism, where they're going to be rude to you. I'm sure you had to change jobs because maybe people said they were uncomfortable that you were a different race, that you were different skin tone, and that is definitely like the negative side where people are just being very prejudiced. It doesn't matter if you're growing up with racism or if you're an adult dealing with racism. When you're living in a country where you're constantly targeted and looked at because you're different, I mean, how is it not going to take a toll on you? Now, my best advice that I can give with the situation is, you know, it is hard to change other people. It is hard to change a nation, the world, but what's easier is changing yourself, maybe changing your perspective. As long as you're confident and you know and you accept that there are people who might be negative, but also know that there's so many people that love you and care for you and doesn't care about what your skin color is. So I think my best is, if you do still love living in South Korea, surround yourself with good friends. And I guarantee you, as long as you surround yourself with good friends, this issue will not be as big as you thought. Let me just tell you you, there's so many people who speak English. There's so many Korean Americans. There's so many foreigners in Korea right now. So I think go meet friends, go meet your friends' friends and become friends with everyone. And I think that is the best solution when it comes to really solving this problem, because you can't solve the people, can't solve your job. That's really hard to do. But as long as you're okay and you're confident, girl, anything is possible. Now it's time for you guys, my audiences. If you guys have any positive comments, any advices, leave a comment down for Ramya. So my last submission that I have for today is by Dulce. Hi, my name is Dulce and I'm currently in high school, so this isn't something important or something like that. I'm just gonna shorten it a little bit. So I like someone, but that someone is GAY, aka happy. Now for the sake of YouTube guidelines, I'm just going to say happy. And it seems like he isn't happy, but he really is. He is such a nice guy to me and all those things, and for me it's a little bit weird because he kisses me and stuff like that. It's really confusing. What? Okay, so I want to know if this is like a peck or a lip literally make out kiss. I don't know what to think about him. I feel like sometimes he does this to make me jealous. The fact that he asks me to go with him after school, or when he tells me sweet things, when he touches my face, and it's really stressful for me. Aww. He acts like it's nothing, as if I'm the only one falling in love with him. I feel like a fool falling in love with someone that will never look at me as a lover or something like that. One day I realized he acts like that with every girl he talks to, and to be honest, I don't know what to do. I know I'm just imagining that he likes me and things like that, but it doesn't matter to me anymore. If I have to endure all of these things to be by his side, it's okay. It's the only way we will be together. Oh my god. Maybe one day after I leave his side, he'll know the kind of person he loses. What should I do? First of all, you guys, I am not an expert, like I said, in this pride field. So if you guys are, maybe you guys will be better at giving a little bit of advice. Now I know that when you're growing up, middle school, high school, especially high school, it's like in an awkward stage where you don't know what to do with anything. Like you think everyone that gives you a sign is the sign that they love you and that they want to be your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and you just don't know what to do with like this weird butterfly feelings that you have. Now that is totally normal as a high schooler, just to let you guys know. It's totally normal. Like I don't know if this person is in the middle or completely in the happy side, but based on the story, let's just say he is completely on the happy side. This guy is also in high school, and I'm sure he is going through the same thing as you are. Like not necessarily that he has feelings for a female, but necessarily he is just doing this out of affection for just himself. He wants to feel and give what he thinks is love, meaning as kisses, as touching someone's face, being very affectionate. But at the end of the day, if he's able to do this to females with no uncomfortableness, he's definitely on the happy side. Because I don't know, I feel like there needs to be a little bit of like hesitation, a little bit of excitement, you know, when you are trying to physically, you know, be in contact with someone. If you see it in a positive way, it might be a very learning experience. But if you see it in the other way, it will be a little bit of wasted time for you, because this person will never really see you as a romantic partner. First of all, this guy, let's just call him C. C is really playing with girls' hearts right now. So honestly, I think this guy should not do that to females, because sometimes like they will get confused, like does this guy like me or not? So I do believe that you should maybe talk to him seriously if you're really serious about this, and say, hey, do you like me? Do you like me as a female? If not, let me know. Let's just be friends. Like stop playing with my heart. And I will have like a serious talk with this guy, and if he says no, I'm just doing this because I like you as a friend, then there you go, you have the answer. Like there's no more questioning, because now you know 100% as a fact. But if he actually says like, hey, I think, you know, I don't know, I like you too, dang, then you need to submit another one, because we need to know the update. So thank you for your happy concern, and let us know any updates. All right, you guys, that was it for today's episode of AGA Ask Grazy Anything. Let me know if you guys like this series, if I should continue doing it. I also don't know if I should actually separate each cases by each case, or put like 3 cases like I did today in one video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember, if you guys do have any concerns, email me down here and you might be selected for AGA videos. All right, you guys, see you guys next time. Bye.